Welcome to another class, children. We will be continuing chapter number 7, joint stock companies, and in this we will be covering topic types of joint stock companies, for which you can follow page number 46 of your books. So these are 9 types of joint stock companies that I will be discussing today with you. The first is chartered company. If you read into your books, chartered company is established by the royal charter or special sanction granted by the head of the state. So these are basically the companies who have a royal head, whose head is a royal person, king, queen, etc., etc. Alright, so these are chartered companies. They are ruled and they are owned and managed by special persons. Like example, British East India Company. Second is Statutory Company. So statutory companies are those companies which are established by a special act of the central or state legislature. So these are specially established under a act which is given by the central or the state legislature, means which is given by the central, either by the central or by the state government. Third is registered company. Now, as the word itself says registered. Registered means that it is specially registered under the Companies Act. It has special laws, it has special features, because it is registered under the Companies Act. If I read into the book, it says that a registered company is established by registering it with the registrar of the company under the Companies Act. Now this formation, working and winding up of such a company are governed by the provisions of the Companies Act. Means it is going to work according to the instructions and rules which is written in the Companies Act. Whatsoever is written under the Companies Act, the registered company is going to follow all those rules and regulations. Now moving on to the next is multinational companies. Children, you might be aware of this term multinational company, MNC also we call it. This is on page number 47. Now multinational companies are those companies which carries on business activities in more than one country. As we know, multinational, multi means many, national means all over the world. Correct. So it is a company which covers the business in more than one country. Now, according to the United Nations Commissions on Multinational Companies, it is a corporation which operates in addition to the country in which it is incorporated. Means it operates in more than one country. Okay, it is going to hold business in more than one country. It operates in more than one country simultaneously, means it's not that it is going to operate in India first, then it is going to go to China, then it is going to another country. No. From one head center, it is going to operate all the business, all the transaction, all the operations from there and then only. Its purpose is to reduce transport cost, to make use of raw material, to use labor and market of the other countries, to give employment to the other countries, because if MNC is generating, if MNC is operating into the other countries, it means it is going to generate employment in the other countries as well. Correct. Next is holding company. Now holding company means that it holds a certain percent of share. It holds a certain percent of share, which says that a holding company is defined as a company which directly or indirectly through the medium of another country either holds more than half of the equity share capital or controls the composition of board of directors of some other country. Means that it holds, like supposedly there is a company, okay, there is a company and that company wants to sell a part of it to some another country. So B company is going to acquire that capital, okay, and B company will be known as holding company. I hope that much is clear to you. Now next, coming to subsidiary company. Now subsidiary company says that it holds more than 50% of the capital, means 50% of the amount it is going to hold of the other country, of the other company. It holds more than 50% of the voting rights, very important point, and it controls the right to appoint the majority of its directors. Means subsidiary company is the ruling company. Why? Because it holds more than 50% of the shares, it has more than 50% of the voting right, and it also has the decision and rights to select and elect the directors of the company. Now next is private company, public company and the government company. So let's discuss that.
So now the next company is private company. Now a private company means a company which has a minimum paid up capital of 1 lakh rupees or such higher capital as may be prescribed under the Articles of Association. Now it has certain limits. Now the limits are that such a company can have members excluding present and past employees, and the number is 200. Means the limits the number of the members to 200. Third is prohibits any invitation to the public to subscribe for any share in or debentures of the company. Means the other people from outside, they cannot come and they cannot be the part of this company. Last is prohibits any invitation or acceptance of deposits from persons other than its members. Exactly the same, that it cannot entertain and it will not entertain any other members, those who are from outside the company. Means those who are not a part of the company, not the director or not the member, it will not entertain, it will not accept the deposit of such people. Now next is public company. Now what is a public company? It is not a private company. Correct? It is not a private company. It has a minimum paid up capital of 5 lakh rupees. In private company, we had what? We had 1 lakh rupees, capital of 1 lakh rupees. But in this public company, we have a capital of 5 lakh rupees. Correct? Or such higher paid up capital as may be prescribed. Means whatsoever it will be written in the documents, the capital will be that, but except that 5 lakh rupees is confirmed, that the minimum paid up capital is 5 lakh rupees. It is a private company which is a subsidiary of a non-private company. Means it is a private company which holds the non-private company. Correct? Now next is government company. Now government company is what? As we know, government company means a company which is of law. Okay, the government or the law operates this company, this type of company. A company of which not less than 51% of the paid up share capital is held by the central government or any state government, signly or jointly, is called a government company. Means any company which is under the control of the government by 51% of shares is a government company. Correct? It includes a company subsidiary to a government company. Now examples can be BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. You must have heard this name. This is a very famous company, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Okay. Now the companies are over, types of companies are over. Now we have this difference between private company and public company. Now first is minimum number of members. Now in public company we have 7 and in private company we have 2. Maximum number of members is, in public company we have no limit, but in private company we have 200. Now minimum number of directors. In public company we have 3 and in private company we have 2. Public invest in an invitation for capital. It is free to invite the public to buy its shares and debentures, but private company is not free to invite any acceptance from outside the country or company. Commencement of business means how the business can be started. It cannot commence business after incorporation, means there are certain documents, and without those documents public company cannot start its business, whereas private company can start its business. Correct? So these are the 5 differences. These are the only 5 differences that you have to do. Correct? Now next we come to private company and partnership. Okay, and this private company and partnership we will do in the next video. Correct? Till then, take care. Bye bye.